There we start. Awesome. So my name is Parker, and this is the presentation group for Group 8 with Mercedes-Benz in the UAE Group 8. So I'm going to be doing the introduction. So introduction to Mercedes-Benz into the United Arab Emirates. Mercedes-Benz is a German global automobile marquee, a division of Daimler AG. It had originally started in the Emirates in 1962. It began with a partnership with the Al Fahim Group and the Emirates Motor Company, and they partnered back then, and they first developed their shop in Dubai and Alien. And from there, from the humble beginnings in 1964, they have expanded into moving their EMC shop into Abu Dhabi. And go for it.
Thank you, Parker. So I will be talking about the country assessment. So basically, the UAE has a population of 9.8 million. Out of that 9.8 million, 85% are expatriates, and so most people coming from different countries tend to settle there. The UAE GDP is expected to expand 3.5% this year compared to 2.8% in 2008, which is a very good thing for the UAE. So basically in the UAE, it is becoming the forefront of new technology. They are moving really fast, lots of startups, opportunity to innovate and grow on fertile land. So they're basically doing really, really well. And another great thing about the UAE right now, it is continuing to move forward with localization. So most companies coming in there are trying to meet with the current market and trying to basically try to go ahead with that country and see how they can get together with the country. The central bank in the UAE hiked its interest by 2.25% basis in total to 2% in line with the US Federal Reserve, maintaining the dirham pegged to the US dollar. So the UAE has an efficient labor market. Next to that, it does have lots of strengths. It's the least corrupt nation. The weakness, obviously, is the labor market is characterized by informality. And there's lots of opportunities there. The World Expo 2020 will drive infrastructure investment and really, really very low threats. Skill shortages could aggravate and hamper output levels, but that would be the basic threat that it has. All right, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Fatma. So now just going to go over the mode of entry and their global strategy. So Mercedes-Benz, as Parker said, they came into the UAE in 1962, which was only 4 years after the UAE was founded. And it was by a businessman named Al Fahim, and he saw the potential that the UAE has a lot of oil. As of 2015, it has 98 billion barrels of oil, which is equivalent to about valued at, I believe, $10 billion. So there's going to be money and there's going to be a lot of people coming to that area. So he saw the potential and he picked a company that was established for 125 years. What better company than Mercedes, which is, like I said, well established. It's a modern car company and everyone loves Mercedes. It's got a great name. It's got a great brand to it. And when Al Fahim and the Sheikh at the time, they both discussed it and they agreed that this is the best plan, even though at the time there were no roads in the UAE. It was literally just sand. So the EMC company designed sand tires so that the Mercedes can drive on sand until roads became developed. And why did they choose AE? Well, aside from oil, it was already planned to have rapid growth. There's a new vision going on called the Abu Dhabi Vision 2030, where by that time frame, Abu Dhabi is set to be, UAE is set to be worth $208 billion. And also no corporate taxes. So Practically the price of the car there is similar to how it is in the United States. So kind of just highlighting the 4 P's that we go over. So the product, Mercedes came into the market, into a place where there were no roads, so they adapted by creating these new tires. Fast forward a few decades later, a lot of wealthy businessmen go there, and what they do typically is they end up buying the top tier models such as the AMG GTs and all the other AMG models, which easily go over $150,000-$200,000. So the way that Mercedes is placed, as mentioned, by the Emirates Motor Company distribution, they're not manufactured there, but they are distributed there. So you get a little bit of like a medium channel length, but that's typical with all car dealerships. You know, it's produced, let's say, in Germany, and then shipped out there in big crates. Like I said, the pricing is still similar. In the next slide, I'll just show the 2 price range. And then in 2009, EMC created a new facility. I believe it is like 98,000 square feet with several floors where any fast repairs can be done. It has a lot of on-site supplies, so it kind of shortened the channel needed to fix cars. So any piece that could go wrong in Mercedes is there. They just don't build them there. Promotion, they didn't really need to promote. The company was well established. Everyone knows Mercedes-Benz. Everyone knows it's a high-end model. So they had their name. But they still do a pull strategy where they post advertisements, whether on TV, at the time it was TV, radio, and magazine ads, and just highlighting the new models coming out. We always see like, oh, here's a new 2020 model and what it has, but doesn't really need to break its neck doing so. And like I said, it was no dumping, as the production cost is not below. Here we see a C-Class. In the US, it's currently selling for about $41,000 for like the base model, which in AED is $152,000. And as you can see on one of the UAE's car dealership sites, they sell it for $165,000. So it's practically the same. It's about $3,000 off. So again, the pricing is about the same. That's probably because due to no taxes and to kind of get more people and more businesses to come open up in the UAE. And I will let Mara take it away.
So one of the strategies that Mercedes have done in the Emirates to kind of try to increase their sales was partnering with Al Fahim Group, and part of Al Fahim Group is Emirates Motors Company, and that was authorized to distribute Mercedes in Emirates. So what they have decided to partner with Lippert, and their agreement was basically by supplying 200 Mercedes trucks with 12 CPM Lippert mixers, and that to help instruction companies in Emirates to move their infrastructures commitment. And the way they did it is actually by having 100 units supplied to one of the largest ready-mix companies in Emirates. And the goal was for this company to try to sell as minimum as 100 units every couple months or so. And to make their strategies and to make their sales go higher, what they did is they have given high quality Mercedes trucks along with 5 years extended warranties and wide repair and maintenance all over Emirates. They also decided to provide drivers with training courses that will help them enhance safety on the roads. And the partnership outcome have given them a high increase in sales in Emirates because these companies, there's plenty of instructions companies over there. And so they have decided to increase the existing supply of units to kind of address the growing demand in UAE economy. And we see here the general manager, Bilal Al-Beri of Emirates Motor Company. He kind of saying that their aim is to provide the best vehicle to technology to meet the needs of clients, businesses, and Emirates. So that was one of their strategies that they have used to kind of increase their sales and to increase their profit and income as well. And now we're just going to go to the conclusion.
Hi, my name's Chris. So, they've been doing a lot of interesting tests recently in that area. For example, they're going to try self-driving cars there. You can argue if it's a good technology, but hey, Tesla's doing it. Why not? But if you, like I said, if you don't like that, well, they're also going to make a chauffeur service, which can add to brand recognition. And one little thing that they have done is they kept themselves really, really good in the public eye. One thing is they make decent in cars, and a lot of people there really appreciate that. That's it's giving them a brand loyalty. So one other thing I would recommend for them is maybe having some low cost cars, just so they can have more sales for maybe not at that at rich customers, but they have done really, really well so far. Thank you for watching.